Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to All Stock Trades. Hope everyone's doing well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about Mr. Steve Weiss. And we're going to do and showcase what Steve Weiss does best. Yes, that rhymed on purpose, which is clowning on himself. This guy literally likes to clown on himself. And all I'm going to show you is his what he says, and then how he basically contradicts what he states. This guy is nothing but a person on CNBC who likes to talk, who is hired by the institutions to just basically spew a bunch of bullshit. And I have over 10 years in the stock market, and I'm going to share with you why this guy is a clown and why you can't really trust anything he says because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And we're going to go ahead and show you in the sequence of videos him saying Steve Weiss sells Humana and United Healthcare, says stock just is not working. Now, I agree. In this video, he seems genuine. But all of a sudden, in this video, trade alert, Steve Weiss buys Humana 2 months ago, and Humana dropped like a freaking rock. So we're going to go ahead and share with you guys this and talk about my recent post with Andrew Toy, which is down here. And we will do some fun laughter right now with this gentleman here. So let's go ahead and share the screen with this one here. And let me go ahead and put on my headphones so we can all hear. Make sure we're all good here. All right. If not, that's fine. All right. No headphones, no worries. All right. Let's go ahead and mute this, and hopefully you guys.
You had been talking about profitable healthcare. Well, I don't know. What do you say about this?
Yeah. So look, a bunch of lucky things have happened to me. So I'm waiting for the disasters. Buying. We'll get to one of them, but. Let's talk about Humana first. So yeah, I put it on as a trade, you recall, last time I was on the show, which I think was January 9th. And
by the way, this gentleman, he's been saying, I'm a buyer and seller. I'm a buyer and seller. I'm a buyer. He's literally going back and forth. And I'm going to share with you why you really can't trust these folks on CNBC. He does say something right here, which we're going to dissect.
Because I had been losing money in it, I put a stop.
Yeah, if you were to just trade what you basically preach, yeah, you do lose money. You lost money on everything that you recommended on CNBC. I don't even know why the producers bring you on. Oh wait, because the producers are paid by the institutions to essentially bring on folks like you who have no morals. And just like that guy from Small Caps, he was saying that, why didn't you message our producers? You would have made a lot of our people money. Well, because your producers don't want to bring people that'll help the retail investors make money. Anyhow, let's continue.
On it, relatively tight stops. I got stopped out last week. And at the same time, I sold United Healthcare, which was basically slightly better than break even. They're just not working. And now you're getting into the election year where it's going to be even tougher. But when you take a look, they make money off their MLR, the medical loss ratio, which is now at 90%. And that is really high. You want that to be closer to 80%. So
you want that to be closer to 80%. What's Clover Health's MCR? Oh, that's right. 79, 81% to 81%. Oh, okay. Let's continue.
Still seeing, and nobody knows this for sure, and clearly Humana didn't know it because they just don't have that type of visibility. There's so much change going on in healthcare. The government is pushing Medicare, which is where they are, CMS, to shift the risk to the provider. So in other words, instead of fee for service, you go and they say it's $100 for the visit. What they're doing now is they're saying, okay, for this patient in this category, we're going to give you $50,000 for the year. And if you make money on that, great. If you lose money on that, then that's your thing. So people are really changing around the healthcare system. And in addition, you still have the backlog of of pandemic visits and surgeries. So usage is going up quite a bit. So all that is the perfect storm for Humana with their Medicare Advantage.
Yeah, Medicare Advantage increases medical costs. But yeah, it's not just surgeries, man, that are backlogged. It's the fact that elderly populations have a lot of chronic disease, something that you know nothing about with the glomerular filtration rate. You don't even know what the hell glomerulus even means. I mean, look at you. I don't want, I want to be professional, okay? Just look at him, right? I'm just going to stop there. All right, I'm going to stop there. Just, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, but let's just go ahead and continue watching.
And we may see it fall into United as well. So it became much too difficult. United's always been a permanent compounder. I'm sure it'll return to that, but at this point, I'd rather stay in the sidelines.
Our next guest.
Okay, guys. So now that we went ahead and did that, let's go ahead now and share this other video, and you guys are going to laugh. So you're probably watching me right now, and you're like, Al, he said nothing wrong here. He said everything was right, Al. Okay, now I want you to watch this video. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready to be bamboozled by this gentleman? Okay, let's watch this bullshit. Go ahead. Play the video.
Weiss, quickly, because I want to move, but you do have an interesting move here. You explained it to us. You re-entered Humana.
Yeah.
Look at this guy's face. Look at this guy's face. The guy who's like, you re-entered Humana? Yeah, I did. Watch this. Just watch the clownery.
An interesting move here. You explained it to us. You re-entered Humana.
Yeah, I
What's up
did.
with that? Because you sold out of it completely.
Yep.
Now you're back?
Yeah, I mean, it's called trading.
Yeah, it's called trading. You see that smile right there? That's called the grin of deception. That's called the grin of the institutional, deception, and to lie to retail investors like the Grinch. And unfortunately, retail investors, they don't know any better. And this is why we like to create our stock trades to help retail investors out by showing this type of deception. And you can see this guy here. Is going to be like, yeah, I support you. Of course you support you. Of course, right? You want to stay on CNBC. Okay, go ahead. Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and watch. I mean, this is a minute and 40 seconds, guys, but this was a very painful minute and 40 seconds. Let's continue.
No, but why did you do that?
And so, well,
you didn't sound like you were, your description the other day, thank you for the description, by the way. You didn't sound the other day like somebody who was out of it for, the weekend, and you're going to get back in.
Yeah, exactly. You sounded like you were about to leave. We wanted to leave. That's what it sounded like.
Look,
yeah. Look, I'm trying to basically figure out how am I going to bullshit this one. All right, and watch. This is his best idea right here.
When I worked for Steve Cohen, what he said was they had limits, and this is at Millennium, and this is elsewhere, where if a stock falls a certain percentage,
now you're name dropping and going down your resume.
Yeah.
So they're clowning on him right now. Okay, they're clowning on him. He's thinking really hard right now. He's like, how am I going to get myself out of this one?
I am. It's pretty impressive, is it not?
Where else were you at?
You're just going down the wrong road today. I could tell the moves.
But look,
keep digging a hole. Go ahead.
Sometimes you got to get.
Okay, guys, this is where peak bullshit is right here at 48 seconds. You know how there's a peak of bullshit? This is peak of shit, right? This is the peak of shit right here. This is the highest peak of this bullshit is right here. Okay, by the way, Humana, when he was talking here about how he wants to be a buyer of Humana, he was trying to be a buyer of Humana at $458. Just so people understand, Humana right now is $308. So are you ready for this Pikachu crap here? Are you ready for this? This is what he says. This is his advice for investors. Are you ready? All righty. Drum roll, please. Play the video.
Keep digging a hole. Go ahead.
Sometimes you got to get out of a stock, okay, and just think clearly about it, and then you go back in.
What the fuck? Sometimes you just have to get outside of the stock. You have to leave the stock to think clearly to get back in. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Like what Benjamin Graham intelligent investor? You think Warren Buffett does? What the hell's wrong with you? What the guys, please, guys, please comment. Please tell me, how does this make you feel? I'm pulling up the transcripts. I'm sorry for my language. I am so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for my language. But like, this is just so terrible. Let's see. Are you ready? Here's the transcripts. Sometimes you have to get out of a stock and think clearly about it, and then go back and then go back in. Okay, so why can't you think clearly about it when you're in it? Or why don't you think clearly about it before you get in it? Like do fundamental analysis, intrinsic value. Guys, listen. These people are not here for you. Okay, this is free. It's on CNBC. It's free information here, okay? All right, I'm going to go ahead and replay this Pikachu of crap here, okay? This Pika shit, right? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? This is terrible. This is terrible. This is called misinformation. Let's go ahead and play this misinformation again.
Oh, go ahead.
Sometimes you got to get out of a stock, okay, and just think clearly about it, and then you go back in. I predict Jim's going to go back in at Boeing some point.
This is actually a great point.
Right? So
Yeah, and this guy here is like, this is a great point. Exactly. Sometimes you just got to go out of a stock to think clearly. They're all laughing here. I mean, like you guys are a joke. You guys are a joke. And you know what? You have no morals. You have no morals because here you are, 12,000 people are watching. And unfortunately for us, we're a small channel, right? But it's fine. If we help one person, that's fine, And it's so disgusting. And you know what? Legacy media will die. Okay. Legacy media is coming down like a rock. And all these people here are going to be out of jobs, and AI is going to disrupt the whole space. And people like you are going to realize, okay? People like you are going to realize, saying wow and all this, okay? You're realizing how CNBC is full of lies, okay? Let's go ahead and let's continue with this video, because this is just, I want to quote that and I want to put it on a freaking chair, like a cup, and sell it to you guys. Then we can invest it in my nonprofit Global Neurosurgical Alliance and actually do some freaking good in this world. All right, so here it is.
took a fresh look at it. It was a losing trade, and I look at it as that it got exceedingly cheap at 14 times this year's number, 12 times next year's number.
It got so cheap that now it's $300, even cheaper. Yeah, okay, dude, okay.
Talk about a contrarian play. Look at the stock price; it was hated. So it's a good counterbalance if you look at.
Yeah, and it's hated even more now.
At it today.
Oh, and Goldman Sachs just downgraded it to around $360 to $70. Yeah, they're selling.
This morning before NASDAQ really ripped, this was ripping. So it's a counterbalance to my tech exposure. So that's why I'm in it. So it's still a trade.
You think this sector is going to have a good year?
I think certain.
Yeah, yeah.
Stocks can have a good year. Look, it's not news that election years are trying, but we've got so much other crap going on and so many other narratives. I don't know how big a focus is going to be on healthcare. I don't know how much the voters care about healthcare.
I don't know how much the voters care about healthcare. What does voters have to do with fundamental analysis? Bro, you're a clown. Okay. You know what? And no one has ever called you out. No one's ever called you out before. But what you say is so wrong. And it's like you go ahead and you say you're in a stock and you're out of a stock. That's fine. But you're going to go ahead and basically come out and say that you are you go out here and you say sometimes you have to. What did he say again? I have to find it again, because I've never seen this before. Like I want to frame this, because like this is, if you listen to this advice, guys, you guys are going to be you guys are going to be millionaires. You guys got to listen to what he's saying. Sometimes you have to get out of a stock to get back in it. You have to, so whatever he said, sometimes you have to get out of a stock to think clearly to get back in it. If you listen to this advice, guys, you guys are going to be you're going to be wealthy like him. Okay. You're going to be wealthy just like him. Okay. So yeah, there isn't no expert panel here. Okay. What expert panel? Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Let's see. Here it is. Sometimes you have to get out of a stock and think clearly about it and then go back in. Are you serious? Are you serious? What in the world is what in the world? You know, what does the comment section say? I hope Steve is still doing okay. Yeah, because like Humana dropped. That's me. Oh, sorry. You know, I had to come back to this today. Eesh, because you know it's been dropping, guys. Ouch. So he knows nothing. Thanks. Right. Well, you know, and you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I'm sure CNBC is going to delete this video. You know, I'm sure they're going to delete this video because guess what? They did the same thing with Meta. They did the same thing with Tesla, and you know, it's just that's just how it works, guys. This is legacy media. But guess what? Now we recorded it, and now we reported on it. Okay, it's very clear, in my humble opinion. This gentleman here saying that sometimes you have to get out of a stock to think clearly about it before getting back in. This is not what successful investors do. Okay. This is panic. This is emotion. This is retail investors. And he's giving what, you know, and here we talked about it in our stock terminal. That's all I have to say, guys. These people are likely only wealthy because they are paid so much money from the TV companies that it's almost impossible for them to not make a dime throwing that money at these stocks. Exactly. You know what, guys, you know, again, you know, so this is it here. I'm just really pissed. This is just annoying. Like, it's just, you know, it's like, how is this guy on TV? Like, how is this guy on TV? How is this guy on TV? And it's because because they don't want to help. They don't want to help. Pivoting to what Andrew Toy was saying, I went ahead and made a analysis here. Okay. I made an analysis that you can basically see here. Okay. So I said, Humana's okay, but so I posted on under Andrew Toy. I said I typically refrain from posting analysis on LinkedIn, but I'll make an exception here. Okay, so Humana's market cap before the CMS government changes was 78 billion, almost 79. Now it's around 37 billion dollars. Humana lost 41 billion. United Healthcare, their changes before CMS was nearly $500 billion, a little over $500 billion. After CMS, they're at 424 billion. So the total loss was 134.6 billion. So if you look at just the total loss of these two incumbents, obviously there's more incumbents that are Medicare Advantage. They lost a total of $176 billion. Okay. The question here, guys, is we know PPO plans are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. We know Medicare Advantage plans, I think, are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And we know the stock price for Clover hopefully is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Right. But overall, you can see here historical disruptions. This reminds me of kind of like Blockbuster to Netflix, Intel to AMD, and hopefully Humana to Clover Health. This is a lot of money being lost, and it's once Clover proves itself, you're going to see people like him say how he loves Clover, and it's just going to be a rinse and repeat. Okay, I've been in the game for a long time. I've been in this game for a long time, guys. I've seen it. I've smelt it. I've tasted it. I've ate it. And watch this video. The proof, I mean, it's you know, let me quote him again. Let me quote him. And I'm going to say it really slow. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it like I mean it. I'm going to say it like I mean it. Sometimes you have to get out of a stock and think clearly about it and then go back in it. I mean, this is the type of comment you would see on a Reddit page, on a Yahoo Finance conversation page, on a Webull page. This is something that you wouldn't expect somebody on CNBC to say. But no, they talk like this, and that's just how it is. But don't worry, people here, the worst analyst of Wall Street, you know, people here and are talking about it. And this is my humble opinion on the matter. I'm sorry, you know, like my videos are long. I'm sorry that I don't have the nice little gadgets and the computers in the background. I had some computers, right? But I can assure you something. When I make a video, guys, and when I try to share with you my knowledge, I always put you guys in the best need, right? I get, you know, I speak to you guys as, you know, I'm having a conversation with you in front of you, even though I can't see you and you can't see me. I'm shirtless, right? I try my best. You know, I try my best, and I think we're in the phase of disruption. I think we are about to see the beauty of Clover. I think in the next 3-4 years, we are going to see how this plays out, and I think it's going to do good. And the people that are with us, you know, I cannot wait to one day have a big Clover party and just enjoy it. And, you know, we've been through hell, right? We've been through hell, but that's what it takes, right? You want to make the big bucks. It's not easy. Okay. It's not easy. So you got to go through trials and tribulations, and you got to know what you hold. Nobody knew they were holding the next $1 million stamp when they, or $1 billion stamp when they held Bitcoin. No one knew about that with Tesla. No one knew about that with Enphase. No one knew about that with AMD nor Nvidia. But you just have to go ahead and believe in yourself. And sometimes you have to leave a stock just to think clearly before you get back into it. I'm screwing with you guys. Okay. It's all about fundamental analysis. Okay. I'm screwing with you guys. I love each and every one of you guys. All right. I'll see you on the next one.